it's one of the best tiger years in a 60-year cycle. And it means good fortune, prosperity, that sort of good stuff.
Everybody's feeling a little bit apprehensive about the year ahead, and quite a good way of addressing the year ahead is to think of what the year of the tiger means. And nobody seems to really know what it means, so we thought we might as well ask a few people.
I think Chinese New Year is all about family and getting together and celebrating each other. So I'm a TV presenter and host, which growing up I would never have believed if I told myself that that was what I was going to be. Because I never saw anyone that looked like me on TV.
I think every year we will do something for our bigger family. We will cook something like a whole fish or the chicken or duck, this kind of thing, to our staff. Yeah, that sort of celebration. We are not family-wise, I think, very busy. Yeah. We might have grab a burger.
Silk Sen has been around for more than 20 years in Melbourne. We still using the traditional way to prepare and keeping the old traditional flavor and serve it in a modern way.
Tell us what it's meant to you, what's happened in the last couple of years with the pandemic.
I know you're not meant to say this, but I've kind of loved it in some ways. I've found a whole new love for Australia. And I don't know, it's the simpler things, loving hanging out with your family and your friends and more intimate sort of scenes, and sort of we're not taking Australia for granted anymore. I think that everyone's really grown to think, wow, Australia's an amazing country and look at what we have on our doorstep.
Obviously, in the last 2 years for Melbourne people and migrants, it has been very difficult. But during the time, people start to think about the meaning of their life, the importance of family value, etc.
The Thai, it's in Chinese it's 潮水, Mandarin 潮水. And when the 潮水退了, going away, and see who's really got the pants up. And when the really pressure comes, or the lockdown, whatever, the Thai goes down, all of a sudden you're naked.
Yeah, got it.
Then you say, because the water going away. Nothing to do with it. You take your pants off a long time ago.
What do you know about Year of the Tiger? Do you know, does that mean anything particularly to you?
If you were born in the year of the tiger, that's very good in Chinese culture. It's strong, it's fierce, it's loyal, brave. I'm actually year of the dog. I think it's very fitting. I'm obsessed with dogs, but the dog is very loyal, calm, fun, family-oriented, loving. So I feel like that personifies me a little bit.
And this coming tiger year is a water tiger year. There's a 60-year cycle of Chinese zodiac. So each tiger within that 60 years is different. This coming up year is a water tiger year, is one of the best. It means prosperity, fortune, and good development for family and business. Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year is a long tradition to all Chinese and all Vietnamese, whether they're in China or not. Yeah, and our family and my parents will gather together. We'll still cook dumplings, make dumplings, and no firecrackers obviously, but we'll try to watch the TV show and the musical show in China and just try to spend some nice family time together.
For the last 13 years living in Melbourne, I can see that the city has been celebrating the Chinese New Year, and there are more and more places acknowledging this festival.
I see that. That's better.
Do you think that maybe with the Year of the Tiger that this is a good sign for coming out of a difficult time?
Hopefully that COVID thing will go away as soon as possible after the Chinese New Year and just don't come back again. And this is for everyone. I'm a Chinese born Malaysian. So my grandparents and my father and parents are born in Malaysia. I'm a third generation in Malaysia. So Chinese culture in Malaysia are very big.
That's nice.
First one is the lo sang. Lo sang is the raw seafood salad. Big place is in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Yep. So everyone have to stand up and just toss from the bottom and as high as possible.
Do you think in this year of the tiger, are you optimistic about the arts industry, or do you feel like it's going to be a longer term thing than this? Or are you looking forward to this year in terms of your work?
Yeah, Melbourne has the reputation for being a capital city of arts of Australia. I think the arts scene in Melbourne is really accessible, and everyone can reach out to the arts in every part of the city. So you don't necessarily need to go to a theater or a gallery space to experience art. It's just around us, and it's part of our life in Melbourne.
Well, I think over the past sort of 2 years, we've all been really isolated. So Sydney friends haven't been able to see Melbourne friends, and family haven't been able to see family. I mean, from a personal experience, my grandparents now live in Merimbula, and we haven't been able to see them. Gosh, it'd been 6 months before I had seen them, and they're really isolated. So I think community is going to be so important in this year, 2022, because we all want to get back together and support people. I mean, there's a lot of people who have been so isolated and by themselves, so we need to rally around them, support all the businesses that have been struggling, and that's where community comes in.